Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of a drunken degenerate watching the National Football League.
And welcome everybody to Stay Tuned Sports as we're getting ready to watch along with Monday Night Football as the Dallas Cowboys of Arlington go into Paradise, Nevada to take on the Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas. My name is King, hanging out with you here. I'm so glad you guys could join us. Thank you so very much for watching along and for all your support and all your viewership. We couldn't do this without viewers like you. And thank you very much for joining us here. If you'd like to go ahead and help us out at all, you can do so by hitting that like button, hit that share button, let people know that we exist. That's fantastic. And, of course, if this is your first time here or your 50th time here and you just haven't done it yet, and why wouldn't you? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell helps us out tremendously as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers right here on the YouTubes and hopefully being monetized so that I can stop being a broke loser. Will that actually happen? I have no idea, but you can help it. You can help it. I could just be a regular loser and not just a broke loser, and that's all in your hands. If you want to help us out a little bit more directly, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat, which is wide open. Come in and say hi, say hello, say how are you doing to our friends. ELS is in there. Crafty is in there as well. We're going to have, of course, Monday Night Football Trivia brought to you by your good friend ELS. He's going to give us some couple of questions, as he always does on these primetime games. And helps us out there as well. And as I was mentioning before, we also do have that merch store. Link top of the chat and description below, same as the donation station. We can go and buy stuff. You can buy shirts. We got shirts. We got 8-bit helmet shirts. We've got stuff for Giants and Jets and Eagles and obviously other teams. We have the 8-bit shirts go for like the Steelers and Seahawks and Buccaneers. We've got the throwback Buccaneers one in there. Got a bunch of stuff. We also have Fuck the Ref shirts. That's right. Boy, they're going to be in very much demand after last night's game. With the refs did not have a very good day yesterday. If we survey the league in toto, as it were, refs did not have a really good time. And now you can wear a shirt to let them know, hey, got to step your game up. Listen, refs, no, it's a tough job. It's a tough job. We know that. We get it. But you got to do better. If you want to be in a tough job, you got to do the tough job. Just because the job is tough doesn't mean you get to be bad at it. You know what I mean? We know it's a tough job, but you got to get better. And that's why we have these Fuck the Ref shirts. Comes pre-pixelated, so you don't have to worry about offending any of the grannies or the old folks, anybody in your church group or the PTA meetings. You can wear this to a PTA meeting. I'm sure some people will agree with you there, but you won't offend anybody because it's all pre-pixelated, pre-blurred, but the message still gets across. Fuck the Refs. Hoodie and T-shirts available over at our merch store. Link in the top of the chat and description. You can also just go to bit.ly/staytunedmerch. That's bit.ly/staytunedmerch. Also, if you're watching along with us today, and again, it's Monday night. It's nighttime. After a long Monday, it's Monday. You know how Mondays drag. Hey, listen, you could use yourself a little bit of energy. And why have energy that's going to be full of artificial nonsense and crap and sugar? Got the sugar. You don't want that. Who wants sugar? Nobody. Not these days. Not in an economy like this. In this sugar? In this economy? Get out of here. That's why you got W there. It has no artificial flavors. Has none of the artificial junk in it. Doesn't give you the jitters. Doesn't make you all crackhead. You know, and also, again, sugar-free. There's no sugar in it. And it's got Neurofactor. In case you want to know that. I don't know if the is trademarked, but I think Neurofactor might be. But you have Neurofactor. It helps you go ahead, sharpens your brain. So now you're getting the energy, and you're getting it without all the artificial junk, but you're also getting Neurofactor helping your brain out. Go to w.gg right now, and when you check out, Use code ST Sports, and you're gonna get 10% off that first order. And I think they have like a sample pack and stuff like there for you to go ahead and check out in case you want to know what flavor I might like the best. I think you can go ahead and check that out. But they got a lot of great stuff, merch they have there. They got the big tumblers, the shakers, and stuff like that, so you can mix your W and everything like that because it comes like in a powdered form. So you do it, you scoop, you get yourself a couple scoops. Maybe you need a little extra energy that day. Give yourself a little extra half a scoop or something, You decide the energy that you need there with W. But that's it. When you go to W.GG, check out code ST Sports, just ST Sports, and you're going to get 10% off of your first purchase. W, be better. So we've gotten the W plugs out of the way. And again, that's up to you. Again, I don't get paid by them unless you guys actually use the code, apparently. So yeah, that's not really a sponsored deal. They say, oh, he's got a sponsor. Not really. It just sounds better. I guess it sounds better, looks better. But unless people out there actually buy the W, I don't get anything for it. So, and we've, Jimbo worked with them before when Jimbo was still on the program here. And Jimbo liked the product. Jimbo was a fan of the product. So, I'll take that as good. I never had a chance to get it because, again, I'm poor, so I never had a chance to go ahead and buy any of the product. But I'm from Jimbo's testimonials, if you will, very good product. So you're gonna like it. I guarantee it. Guarantees are not valid in any of the United States of America or Canada. I think it might be in Mexico, but I have no idea. ALS in the chat says today's NFL trivia categories are going to be the number game, a different path, like father, like son, a road well-traveled, and minor transactions. Let's certainly hope that last category just has to do with football trades and not with anything dealing with Washington politicians. Files are coming out, baby. And they are just apparently finishing up the national anthem. God bless America. As we got you can see the flag right over here that I have there for you. There's Old Glory right there. The old Betsy. How you doing? Great to see you. USA, 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 USA. Gotta love the old US of A. Greatest nation in the world, baby. It is. Sorry, everybody else. You've been around for 1,000 years, England. Second place. No, I don't know. It's probably less than second place now. UK, not a great place to be. We're not. We're going to get too much into other stuff. We're not going to get into that. We're just going to sit here, and we're going to talk some football, baby. We're going to talk some football. And I certainly hope that you're in for a good ride here on this Monday night. Again, you look at these teams, and you're like, what chance does this game have to be good? Maybe not good. Maybe it'll be entertaining. And that's always the hope when we're watching here on these games, that while the teams may not be good, we may have some entertaining football, and that's always going to be the goal here. So we're just going to sit here and wait for the kickoff to happen, waiting to see who gets the possession first. We don't know who gets possession first. We haven't seen the coin toss, so I have no idea. But again, if you want to join us in the chat room is open. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how are you doing with all of the usual suspects who are in there. And again, just join the community. Say hi. That's it. We're fine. We're fine people. We don't sit here. We don't judge unless you do some really dumbass shit in the chat. We really don't do anything. Like I said, like you just it's like the general kind of humanity rules. Like, you guys can talk shit about each other's teams. Just, don't be rude. Don't be rude to other people. And by rude, I mean like seriously, like rude. Like, like I said, regular joshing goes, regular talking goes. So like I said, just come in, have fun. We're here to have fun, ladies and gentlemen. We're on this earth for only a short amount of time. So let's go ahead and have some fun while this old ball of dirt is still spinning around. ELS in the chat asking, hey, King, what is your reaction to the James Franklin news? I mean, good for him. You know what? It's probably not a bad spot for him to land at Virginia Tech. They don't have a ton of I mean, it's in a lesser league than the Big Ten. He's not going to have nearly the games against top 5, top 10 opponents that he did at Penn State, where he kind of got exposed, and that was the problem, is that people thought Penn State was, the one of the big dogs, supposed to be one of the big dogs in the Big Ten, and the problem is James Franklin couldn't win against top 10 teams. He couldn't win against he just couldn't win. He couldn't win big games. He couldn't win small games. He could not win games. And in that aspect, it was it was bad for him. It was bad for him. I don't think he's going to have that problem at Virginia Tech. I don't think Virginia Tech has that kind of. They don't. The ACC is not going to have that kind of schedule, and. What is up with the ESPN stream today? But it's a little wonky. Apparently, there was a kickoff already. I was waiting for the kickoff to happen. I didn't even know who won it yet. Apparently, the Cowboys get the ball first here. The Raiders won the toss. Will defer. Cowboys have it at the 25-yard line, it appears to be, or 26-yard line. Okay. Thank you, ESPN stream, for being a real bitch. Handoff here on 1st and 10. And that's going to be a 3-yard gain there for Williams. So now 2nd down and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 8. Oh, I thought he got 3 yards. I didn't give him 2. 2nd and 8. It's going to be Javonte again, and that time he does get about 3 or 4 yards. Hello, Lloyd in the chat joining us. Great to see you, Lloyd. Hello, love. Hello, Governor. Pecan joining us in the chat. By the way, Pecan is the leader in the clubhouse when it comes to donations. If you want to get your name to ticker, like I just see there, top donator, Pecan, $110. You donate more than $110, you'll replace Pecan in the ticker. Right now, Pecan is numero uno there. 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Cowboys. So it was a 4-yard gain. Dak steps back. He's looking to throw. Finds nobody. We've got a flag down that's going to be holding. Pass is thrown. Incomplete. No flag there, but this is going to be a hold on the Dallas Cowboys. I imagine the Raiders will go ahead and decline it. And indeed it was. Holding on the Cowboys. Penalty is declined. 4th down, Cowboys. Pecan says, all I need is for Dak to get me like 4 points, and I can win my 4th game in a row in fantasy. Well, that seems almost like a guarantee, but maybe not on this first drive. As the Cowboys already have to punt, the kick is away, and the Raiders are going to get the ball. Caught at the 25, return to the 31, 32-yard line, and that is where they will begin their first drive. The Raiders will start at their own 31-yard line. Oh, looks like what? Who? CeeDee Lamb and Pickens were on the bench for that first drive. Ooh, that's why you got to show up to meetings. I need Genty to get me just like a 0.3 points to beat you, ELS. Bowers over the middle, caught down to the 49-yard line. First down, the Raiders on first down. Lloyd in the chat says the Lions just couldn't get anything done, and it was terrible. I was going to say, you guys had Gibbs was really the star of the game last night, but for some reason, the Lions kept on trying to go to Amon-Ra St. Brown all night, and it just wasn't working, and they never adjusted to just, listen, okay, it's not working. Let's maybe run with Gibbs as the hot hand or move stuff around like that. Oh, 1st and 10. That's going to be actually a loss of a yard or two there for the Raiders. That's not good. That's not going to help me with my with my yardage needs. Genty's got one carry for negative yards there. -1 yard. Not great. Yeah, Lamb and Pickens were both on the bench, Crafty, and I think that's it. They were saying it was some. They didn't say exactly why. They asked him if it was disciplinary or not, and he says it wasn't injury related, and you'll have to talk to them to find out. It's like, ooh. Throw caught. That's going to be good for 2 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up here. Third and 7. Geno Smith just couldn't find or do anything, which is not a shocker. Michael Mayer was the default safety valve there on that particular play. But it's going to be 4th and 6 from the Dallas 47, and I think the Raiders are just going to have to punt. Hey, listen, Lloyd, watching Killer Clowns from Outer Space is always a good choice. I'll let you know that right now. Crafty says King probably has the Lions rated over the Eagles. You're going to have to see and wait. You have to wait and see until tomorrow when the countdown comes and I show you who exactly I have listed where in the top 12 and who's also in the Booty Cheeks 5. That punt's going to land at the 4 is where the Raiders go ahead and touch that ball down. So there you go. The Cowboys starting their second drive from their own 4-yard line. 96 yards away from glory. CeeDee Lamb back on the field. Looks like Pickens will be back on the field as well. Can we see the Cowboys maybe get a little bit something extra going on this drive after the disciplinary sitting on the first drive? Giants did that to Abdul Carter yesterday. Good to see Mike Kafka holding people accountable, unlike Brian Daboll's fat ass apparently was just letting the players run roughshod all over the place. That's not how that works. Yeah, Craft in the chat says, Lloyd, you say that as though there's some semblance of a downside to watching Killer Clowns. There's never a downside to watching Killer Clowns. Question 1 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend ELS. What position did Joe Burrow's dad play in the NFL? What position did Joe Burrow's dad play in the NFL? And a little hint for you, it was not quarterback. So what position did Joe Burrow's dad play in the NFL? And it was not quarterback. Paul says, it's a like and run. I got to have a great shit. Thank you, Paul, for coming in and joining us. I know whatever you're doing, you're fantastic. We love you, brother. Thank you. Doggy. Oh, no, I certainly hope everything's good with your dog. If there's anything wrong with the doggo, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that means. I hope the dog's fine. Is your dog okay? Take care of your dog. Take care of your life. Take care of yourself, Paul. Thank you so much for just popping in there. Paul Wilson, everybody, joining us in the chat. You can join us in the chat as well. I certainly hope everything's all right, brother. And yeah, keep us updated. Let us know what's going on. As far as the question, we have guesses here from Pecan. It says tight end. Lloyd says wide receiver. Oh, doggy position. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I didn't know. I didn't know what we were. I got. Damn it. Thank you, Paul. I'm gonna say linebacker. I'll say Burrow played linebacker for some fucking reason. I got a curse list. I forgot. I'm trying to curse list. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. Trying to curse list. Hey, there's Tom Brady with all his buctal fat sucked out of his face with Jim Gray. Handoff on 1st and 10. And Javonte Williams is going to get 9.5 yards. Lloyd says, hey, man, don't threaten a man with a good time. Absolutely. After that run, we've got 2nd and 1. Now Pickens comes on the field and Lamb comes off. Bit of platooning right now between the two top receivers for the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd and half a yard here. Again, a handoff to Javonte Williams. And he's going to get about 1.5 yards to 2 yards. And it's good enough for a first down. Answer was defensive back. Joe Burrow's dad played the defensive backfield for some NFL teams. I don't know exactly what team he played for or teams he played for. But pretty interesting. You got a little, the generational football talent. Do you see some of that now? But a lot less than you used to. I forgot to put the position over there. Uh-oh. Dak is looking. That looks like that's a fumble. I think that's a fumble. Are we going to get a tuck rule here? Oh, boy, if we get another tuck rule here. If we get another tuck rule. Yes, ELS, we heard that. Are they going to call that a forward pass, or is that a fumble? That's a fumble. That's a fumble. That is a fumble. That's a sack and a fumble.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Yeah, he's got the ball on the hand, and he's knocking it loose before Dak ever. It moves forward because of Max Crosby. It doesn't move forward because, that's not a forward pass. That is not a forward pass. You can't rule that a forward pass. If they rule that a forward pass, be prepared to buy some hoodies and T-shirts, folks. Nope. They are not. Raiders are on the field. Here we go. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 15 of Dallas after the fumble. I mean, if the Raiders don't score a touchdown here, what the hell? Geno Smith is going to get immediately sacked. Kenny Clark, who they got from the Packers in the Micah trade, he gets back.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Geno. Oh, Geno. So now 2nd and 17 after the sack, thrown 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That was Genty who got it out of the backfield there. Didn't get too much yardage back on that. Only got 5. It's going to be 3rd and 12 coming up here from the 17-yard line. The Raiders got handed a gift, and they're going to fuck it up. And I know I'm supposed to be cursing less, but my God, come on. Like, what are we doing? 3rd and 12. Geno throws over the middle and well out of the reach of Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. So look at Max Crosby on the sideline. He's just like, what else do you want me to do? What else do you want me to do? What else do you want me to do? So the Raiders, after the Cowboys fumble, get it 1st and 10 on the Cowboys 15. Lose 7 yards, gain 5 back. Overall, lose 2 yards from the starting spot, and now they're just going to go for a field goal. Oh, snap, hold, kick is up, and at least they got some points out of it. 3-0. The Raiders lead over the Dallas Cowboys, and just, oh, man. Eli says, man, this game is going to suck. I have the feeling already. It's already kind of entertaining. It's going to suck, but at least it's a little entertaining. Oh, my God. I can't. I just can't. Pete. If I can talk to Pete Carroll here for a second, a little one-on-one. I know he's probably on the sidelines with his phone out watching the stream, so I can communicate directly with Pete Carroll, clearly. But Pete, come here, buddy. Come here. I know, you might have to hold me a little closer. It's loud in the stadium. You're 70-something years old. Hearing maybe not great. I get it. Don't worry about it. But come here. We got to talk. I understand you may not like Kenny Pickett. A lot of people don't like Kenny Pickett. I don't think Kenny Pickett is particularly good at quarterback, as the same people. A lot of people have that same kind of opinion. He's not, he's Kenny Pickett. You can't keep trotting Geno Smith out there. It's basically going to be this. Yeah, no, is Kenny Pickett going to be any better? I don't know. Probably not. But he can't be any worse. I think that's the status that we have to look at here, Pete, okay? Is Kenny Pickett better than Geno Smith right now? I don't know. That's the best answer I think anybody can give. We don't know. Is Kenny Pickett going to be any worse than Geno Smith has played in the last, season? I think that answer is no. He's can't be worse. Can't be worse, Pete. So before there's a riot in the stands, and you become the target, and Raiders fans are known for their rational, logical behavior. Maybe consider at some point. What can he pick it? What do you have to lose? Can't get any worse. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say to man. That's all I'm going to say. Crafty in the chat says Max Crosby's out there like, trade me now. Question 2. What NFL running back is also on a professional esports team? Oh, that could be anybody nowadays. It could be anybody nowadays. Everybody's a pretty big gamer nowadays. The easy and the joke answer would be Kyler Murray, but Cowboys on the kickoff going to return us up to the 31-yard line, and that's where they will begin their third drive, hoping it goes a little bit better as we see CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens now both on the field at the same time. I'll say Kyler Murray. You have a hint? Oh, Pecan, do you have a different? Oh, this player has not played since 2023. Oh, okay. Thrown over the middle, caught by Pickens. That's going to be a gain of about 12 or 13. First down, Cowboys. That's down to the 43, gain of 12 yards. I actually think I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember. Did he play for? I think no. That was a time. No, I don't know. I think he might have played for San Francisco. I can't remember. I'm gonna hate myself. I'm gonna say I just don't know. I just don't know. Crafty. ELS. I don't know. I think it's a running back. I do think it's a running back. By the way, 3-yard gain there on first down for the Cowboys. And 2nd and 7 are going to be upcoming. Dak, play action, throws. That's going to be caught by that's the fucking fullback, isn't it? Oh, language. Sorry. Hunter Lupke with the reception, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 all the way down to the Vegas 39-yard line. Big gain. Handoff here. That's going to go to Javonte Williams, and that's going to be good for about 8 yards. 2nd and 2 upcoming. Cowboys now they're getting Getting bad. ELS says the answer is indeed Boston Scott. Fuck Boston Scott. That piece of shit giant killer. I hate Boston Scott. I hate that name. I hate that name forever. Goddamn Boston Scott. Why you got to bring up Boston Scott, ELS? Why you got to do that? Why you got to do that? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. No, get that Boston Scott shit out of here. Dak's pass is batted to the ground. Incomplete. Third, and they're going to say 3. I thought it was only 2 yards ago, but apparently I was wrong. 3rd and 3. Cut up here for the Cowboys. Almost picked off, to be honest. I said batted down. That was almost picked off. Fuck Boston Scott, man. So here we go. 3rd and 3. Dak looks, throws to nobody in particular on the sidelines. Looks like he was just throwing that away. 4th and 3. Do the Cowboys go for it here? They're on the Raiders' 32-yard line. I mean, you have a kicker that can smash that ball from 60+. So I would imagine you would go for the field goal here. And it seems like they are to tie the game up. Brandon Aubrey lining up here. 29 of 33 from 50+. The snap, the hold, the kick is as perfect as you could ask for, and the Cowboys tie it up in Vegas. 3-3, Dallas Cowboys and the Raiders knotted up here on Monday Night Football. Oh, I hate this thing's got that dumb. I hate that it plays when I try to just have the stats up here, they play an automatic video and it bugs the hell out of me. Question 3 from ELS here in our Monday Night Football trivia, brought to you by your good friend ELS. What number was Archie Manning? Oh, damn. Shit, what number was Archie? We all know Peyton was 16, and we know Eli was 10. I'm going to imagine we're going to assume NFL. We're going to assume NFL unless otherwise said, yeah. Crafty says, it's going to really suck when King gets monetized and he's forced to speak in ye old English from there on in. I warneth thee, Crafty. I was going to assume it was the Saints. I was under the assumption it was the Saints. Shit. I forget. I'm going to say 17. Because for some reason, that's what's popping into my head. It's probably not, but my answer is 17. I'm actually going to go look it up now that I've answered, and see what it is. That makes sense. Not giving anything away, but that makes sense. Lloyd's answer is 10. I had said 17. Dude, that sphere is something else. It really is. Returned. Mostert with the return there for the Raiders. Gets it to the 27-yard line about, and that's where the Raiders will start their next drive. And it appears that that's they're going to just trot out Geno Smith forever. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. ELS is demanding a number. A number must be sacrificed, Crafty must say the number. You must participate in the trivia or you will be sacrificed to the gods, said ELS. Throw first down and more. Gets all the way down to the 46-yard line. Duh, the Raiders. Damon, nope, that's the wrong team. I was looking at the wrong team's cheat sheet. That's Jack Beck. Beck. B-E-C-H. Jack Beck. And gets a big gain. And so the Raiders got first and 10 from the 46. Look at all you guys cheating, going to Google, trying to say, I can't give anything with my blunking. He blinked 8 times. I didn't blink or blunk, nothing. And I gave the wrong, I said 17. Why would I say 17 and then give you guys the right answers? Screw you guys. I wouldn't want you guys to get the right answer either. The answer is indeed 80. We're 8 for the Saints. By the way, that's a first down for the Raiders again. They're all the way down to the Dallas Cowboys 35. Throw. Oh, when did? Oh no! Somebody put some special powder into Geno Smith's Gatorade. I don't know. Wasn't Dubby. It might have been Dubby. Maybe it was Dubby. I don't know. But it's Vegas, so I'm thinking probably it was another kind of powder. If we're all going to be honest there. But the Raiders, all of a sudden, moving down the field, they're at the Dallas Cowboys 17 already. They are in the red zone. Red zone. But all those kind of things. Ian Thomas with the reception on that play. First and 10 from inside the Cowboys 20 at the 17. Geno Smith throws to Genty out of the backfield, and Genty's going to lose 4 yards. Not helping my team any. I'm losing points instead of gaining them. He says he got some Vegas water. Yeah, he got the Vegas water. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, 2nd and 14. Geno Smith looks. That should have been a flag. I think he got there a little early. The refs say no. If that was a Detroit Lion player, they would have said, they would have thrown 17 flags on him. Trey Tucker, unable to get, oh boy, hits him right in the hands too. Got to be able to get that. So now it's 3rd and long. Again, Raiders get into the red zone, and then they just trip over themselves. Geno Smith, empty backfield, is going to get sacked all the way back at the 27. Jesus Christ. God.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Crafty says each quarterback is wearing a sack magnet tonight. I don't. Phrasing? ELS says, by the way, King, I Venmo'd Genty to do nothing so I could win fantasy. It's good to know that that Genty needs the money from a 20-something in northern Wisconsin to be like, you know what? That's gonna make. I'm gonna have that to make sure I blow my career. Kick attempt for the Raiders. It's a 45-yard attempt up and good. So the Raiders again take a 3-point lead. It is 6-3. The Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas have the lead over the Dallas Cowboys of Arlington. I think they tried to sell sack magnets back in the day. Was that copper shit that they always tried to do? Lloyd in the chat says, talk about getting teabagged. Yeah, no, that's... Whoa. Gosh, so dumb. This is such a dump stream. Question 4 from BLS for Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend DLS. What former Falcons first-round pick was also drafted by the Rockies? What former Falcons first-round pick was also drafted by the Rockies? Head for the Rockies. Head for the mountains of Bush beer. Dion was drafted by the Yankees, I think. So I don't think it was Dion. And plus, yeah, the Rockies weren't around then. The Rockies didn't come out until 93. Dion was drafted in 91. So. No, it's not Dion. Could be Vic. Crafty in the chat says each quarterback might as well be wearing a giant bullseye that says sack here. Depends on where that bullseye is located. On how people will take that particular phrase. Are you kidding me? Jimbo in the chat letting us know that apparently. I love that kid so much. Cam Scatterbo on his scooter apparently just attacked Judgment Day on WWE Monday Night Raw. Oh, God, that would have been a lot more fun to watch than this game so far, I'll tell you that. Scatterbo! I love that kid. You see, he had the taco clip. He's got the thing about him with his weird shoulder bone popping out shit. I use that to scratch my beard, man. The kid is nuts. He's a certifiable insane kid, and I love it. I love it. Listen, you got to have personality in this world. You got to love the personalities. Who wants just the normal shit? You got to have the weirdos, and Cam Scatterbo is one of the best weirdos out there, without question. Just a fantastic weirdo. So 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Cowboys get the kickoff, return it up to the 33-yard line. Does Turpin. And that is where the Cowboys will start their next drive. Jimbo says, no, swear to God, he was in attendance with the Kill Tony guys, and Judgment Day talk shit, and he shoved them like 10 feet. Try to tell Scatterbo, be like, go like 10, 15% on this. Okay. Lloyd says, Matt, that's actually a great guess, Lloyd. I think that one actually might be, although you might have Googled that, so who knows. I don't know, because I didn't Google it, so I have no idea. And I don't know. I'm just going to go with I don't know, but Matt Ryan is a great guess and or research. Pickens with the catch there for the Cowboys. They have it up at the Raiders' 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Cowboys going hurry up here. Dak trying to find somebody open. Looks down the field. It's going to be caught by Pickens again. Down at the 35. 1st down, Cowboys again. Was it really Michael Vick? Really? Damn. I didn't know Vic played baseball either. I'm going to be honest with you. That is not something I knew. Vic had that dog in him. He had the dogs around him anyway. At least for a little while, as long as they won. 1st and 10, handoff here for the Cowboys. That's actually going to be to their fullback. Oh, yeah, no, that's a practice squad guy. Javonte Williams, he gets the run here on 1st and 10, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 18-yard line. I'm sorry, that wasn't 1st and 10. That was whatever. It's 1st and 10 now. Is whatever. I was distracted by looking up players and seeing apparently Cam Scatterbo getting into shenanigans on Monday Night Raw. Crafty says, yeah, no. What the hell is this? Here's the thing. Everybody says, like, all these Avatar movies make like $1 billion. I've never run into anybody who's ever watched them. I've never watched an Avatar movie. I've never had a desire to watch an Avatar movie. And yet people are, this thing, apparently, the Avatar movies are the Nickelback of movies. They make billions of dollars, but nobody ever says they went to go see it or watched it. It's like Nickelback makes hundreds of millions of dollars. They sell out concerts all over the place, but meanwhile, everybody makes fun of them and says, I don't listen to Nickelback. Meanwhile, their albums always go fucking platinum. They sell out concerts wherever they go. They make money hand over fist. That's Avatar. Nickelback and Avatar are the same. Same, but different, but still same. Question number 5 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend ELS. What number was Johnny Unitas for the Colts? He was 19. Yeah, he was 19. Good coffee. I got to see if I can find a clip of this thing now. To Twitter. Mark Davis hanging out with some hotties. As is one to do here. Cowboys from the 18-yard line of Vegas, starting the second quarter, by the way. Looks, throws, Pickens makes a one-handed catch, but he was out of bounds. Out of bounds. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 upcoming. Pecan says 20. I love you, Pecan. Of course, the answer was 19. Lloyd, leave ELS alone. Leave ELS alone. Throw, CeeDee Lamb wide open, touchdown, Cowboys on 2nd and 10. Just floats it right in there. Set, det, Lamb, 18-yard touchdown reception. Pecan says, my Price is Right strategy has failed me. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. 10-6, the Cowboys lead. To kind of just kick off the second quarter here. 14:51 remaining. Just started. Cowboys up 10-6. Raiders get the ball back. Can they answer? We're going to find out here in just a moment. Mark Davis and his Super Bowl haircut and his billions of dollars. Trump's Super Bowl haircut means you get top shelf. You know what I'm saying? You get top shelf. You ain't got to be good. You ain't got to have personality. You ain't got to look good. I would hope that you smell good, but as we found out with some of the rock bands out there, you don't even have to do that. Apparently, if anybody had read The Dirt by Motley Crue, how true some of those stories might be or not. But the fact that two of the band members had a bet to see how long they could go without showering and still have girls give them the old skin flute whistle, as it were. That tracks, and it also goes to show you that people for as long as time has been around have just no qualms about anything. Hi, Pepper Jack. Pepper Jack comes walking right as soon as I'm talking about Motley Crue and getting blowjobs backstage while they didn't shower. But what do you want? It's in a book. It's documented fact. What do you want me to do? It's history. It's a history. Really, when you think about it, The Dirt is a history book. Question 6 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by a good friend of ELS. He says, what former Steelers quarterback had a national record in javelin? Lloyd says, today's trivia is sponsored by Rogan. Why, you making fun of my balding head? You making fun of my baldness? You making fun of my baldy? I'm baldy. I'm a baldy guy. I'm an old man. What do you want? I got gray. Look at the gray. First, look at the gray. Look at it. Look at it. Look at my gray beard. I'm old. I'm 44. I'm old. And I got a bald head. I'm balding and I'm gray. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing a stream on YouTube in a fucking hippie hoodie with a bald head and gray beard. What the fuck do I care? Let me see. I'll say Roethlisberger for no apparent reason, because he seems like he was a big chunky guy. He seemed like a track and field kind of guy. He seemed like a track and fielder. Kickoff here for the Cowboys. Raiders going to return it up to the 31-yard line, and that's where they will start on their drive. 14:47 remaining here in the second quarter. Cowboys lead the Raiders 10-6. Hila says the answer was indeed, though, Terry Bradshaw had a national record in javelin throw. Don't fuck with Terry, man. Geno Smith's going to pull it down, run, gets 8 yards on the carry before he slides down. And that's going to be, they're going to say, oh, start a little earlier. So 2nd and 3 from the 38-yard line. Crafty in the chat says, Pecan, you want Price is Right trivia? What, are we going to have to guess how many hot models Bob Barker smashed in his career? Hundreds. Literally hundreds. Good for Bob, too, man. Hey, listen. He told you to spay and neuter your pets. And I said nothing about him. Hogan went bald early, too. Lloyd in the chat says, Terry Bradshaw is the only guy I know who could be bald at 17 years old. I said, like I was saying, Hogan went bald relatively early in his life, too. He's like in his early 20s when he went bald. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Throw it incomplete from Geno Smith. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 43. Sorry, I got lost in the chat. I missed it. I missed what happened. Lloyd says Bob had that dog in him. Bob was putting that dog in every that dog was giving his bone everywhere he could. Hand off to Genty, and Genty's going to get 11 yards. First down, Raiders, as they get into Cowboys territory. There we go. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Dallas 47. Genty finally gets 10 yards. after having lost yards rushing and lost yards receiving, finally gets some yardage here. Geno Smith takes the snap, play action, looks, throws over the middle, and Gentry drops it. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Raiders. I gotta find this. Second and 10, Geno Smith in shotgun takes the snap, and he's gonna get sacked. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Crafty, everybody in the 70s, the saying in the 70s was you asked any of the NFL players, it was always better football through chemistry. That was the motto of like every football team in the 70s. So, yeah. Between like probably the cocaine and the other stimulants and things like that, yeah. Geno Smith looks to throw. It's going to be dropped by Gentry again. Not that it would have meant anything. 3rd and 19 becomes 4th and 19. All the way back at the Vegas 45-yard line, and they're going to have to punt. So, again, promising start to a drive, ends in disaster. This seems to be the MO for the Raiders, not just in this game, but really this season. Delay a game, by the way, for the Raiders on that one. So it's going to knock it back to a 4th and 24, all the way back at their 40-yard line. Really, they're 39.5, but. Turpin gets it about the 6, returns it up to the 20, and then gets smashed. He gets smashed right at the 20. They're going to actually put him at the 21, and that's where the Cowboys will start this drive. Crafty says Geno will end up having as many sacks as completions at this rate. Well, what does he have already? He's 8 for 13. He's got a little way to go on the sacks, but still not. I mean, it's not impossible. The chances are low. They're never zero. Crafty says the Raiders should just delay the whole rest of the game. Crafty says, "What the hell was that? I don't. Oh, what do we? I don't know. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, I don't know. What did I miss? I missed something. I missed something. I was too busy working on looking at something else. That's what I get for not paying attention." EOS has question number 7 here. By the way, this is changing it up. He's switching it up on us to a Price is Right question. What's the price of a TCL 55-inch Class S4 4K ultra high definition HDR smart TV with Roku TV installed? The person closest gets. Do we get $100 or 100 points? You're going to say we get $100, EOS. I'm going to expect my money in my Venmo account immediately upon answering this question. Also, you're going to be really poor after this game. So, TCL, first of all, 55-inch, okay. Only 4K, like that. I'll say that's. I'll say that's what I'll say $259.99. I'll say $259.99 out of nowhere. ELS is shot. No, 100 points. Points. I mean points. Points, points, points. I say points, points. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, handoff on 1st and 10. Oh, Javonte Williams gets smashed in the backfield. Loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Coming up for the Cowboys from the 20-yard line. He says ELS is counting on all of us dozing off shortly. Well, this game might do it. It might do it. Dak throws on 2nd and 11, throws it to Pickens. Pickens is going to get right next to the first down marker. That's going to be a 10-yard gain, so it's going to be really 3rd and a smith. Oh, they say he got the first down. They just said, screw it. I didn't. It looked like he was out of bounds before then, so I don't know. Dak looks, gets pressured. That hit the ground. That hit the ground. How are they letting that play go? That hit the ground. Ferguson picks it up and runs, but he dropped. That's on the ground. Yeah, it bounced off the ground. What are we doing? These officials, man, like, come on. You can see that in real time. Like, you didn't need that slowed down to see it. You could see in real time the damn ball bounced and flipped. It bounced and flipped. What are we doing? 2nd and 10 coming up here for Dak. He takes the snap, looks over the middle, thrown, caught by Pickens. That's going to be good for 6. 3rd and 3. So they say 7 yards, actually. So, fuck me. I don't know what I'm looking at. That makes sense. Crafty says Ferguson was like, I pretended it didn't hit the ground. Maybe the rest will forget how it really works. It worked. It worked until they probably the replay assist went in there and like, guys, that thing obviously hit the fucking ground. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I get $100. Thank you, ELS, for giving me $100. Thrown over the middle. CeeDee Lamb catches it. First down, Cowboys at the Raiders' 48-yard line. Right over the middle. Right over the middle. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 47, they call it. No, that's not Javonte Williams. My apologies. That's Davis. Now it's Javonte Williams, and he's going to get the first down, gain of 2 yards, but a first down after the Malik Willis run. By the way, Malik Willis apparently changed his number. His number on the roster here says 21. He's number 43. Number 21 to start the season, number 43 now, but number 1 in your hearts, Malik Davis. Crafty says game's about to get out of hand. It might. This might be one of those long, boring streams that we have here. But what are you gonna do? Dak steps back, looks, throws over the middle, caught by CeeDee Lamb, and that's gonna be down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Cowboys. Oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. ELS, you're ELS, you're weird. I love you, brother. First and 10, handoff to Williams. He's gonna get no gain on that one. 2nd and 10 from the 14 as I punch the microphone. I did, ELS. I did. That's why I said you're weird. Because I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means, but I'll go with it. You're thrown. Screen pass here from Dak on 2nd and 10. Goes nowhere. 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Cowboys from the 14. I don't know what that means. ELS, I pay you in lies. I don't know what it means. You sit on a throne of lies. So here we go. 3rd and 10. Can the Cowboys punch it in? They're on the 14-yard line. Raiders defense has been stiffening here. Play clock at 5, at 4, at 3, at 2, at 1. The Cowboys do get the snap off. Dak looks, throws. Oh, gonna be a yard short. Oh, God, they mark it 2 yards short. Lupke was, I don't know. Again, the way these refs spot the ball. I tried talking to my brother about it one time. My brother was an official. He was a high school football official. And I brought up the one time, and I don't think he ever gave me a definitive answer about how refs spot the ball. But to me, it always seemed like wherever the ball ended up when the player was on the ground, it feels like officials always go a half a yard back. Even if the knee didn't touch at that point, it feels like that's just their safety valve of just they mark it half a yard back. Cowboys have a 4th and 1. It looks like they're gonna go for it. They call a timeout, however. So 4th and 1. Dak takes a snap, looks, throws over the middle, caught, touchdown, Ferguson. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking a 17-6 lead in this game. Currently 10 points, could be 11 if they get this. And this game looks like, at this point, the way the Raiders have played, unfortunately, with Geno Smith there at quarterback, this game might be over already. Aubrey, nope, whoop. We've got whistles. We've got whistles, and we've got a flag. for a false start before the So there you go. So before the extra point could go through, or even snapped, Jesus Christ, Crafty. Oh. So here we go. Snap, hold, kick. I mean, it's Brandon Aubrey. It's still no challenge for him. Well, it's just a further 5 yards back. It's up. It's through. Cowboys 17. The Raiders 6 here on Monday Night Football. 5:16 remaining here in the second quarter. Got a long way to go in this game, and it feels like this could be a long game, ladies and gentlemen. Feels like this one could be a long one. Question 8 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend ELS. Thank you so much, ELS, for doing this for us. Famous for his celebrations, who is J.C. Horn's dad? Wasn't he the one? Was he the first one that did the cell phone in New Orleans? I think I remember he did that. I think I remember he did that. Was he the cell phone one? Just to say that, just to see who was right, yeah. Yeah, he was. He was cell phone guy. I thought so. Yeah. Crafty's answer says, Mr. Horns. No, man, no. His father's name was Joe. I imagine Joe, JC is probably short for like Joseph something Horn or something. You know, I don't know, but I would imagine probably like, I'm Joe. He's JC. But yeah, his father's name was Joe Horn. And Joe Horn was a very good player. But he got in trouble for his celebration. He got in trouble for the cell phone. I think he was one of the first ones that got in trouble for the jumping onto the goalpost and sliding down, just like we saw this past week with the Lions and Jameson Williams, because he was an idiot and decided to do that too and cost the Lions the extra point, which that might have not been here or there, but it was a fairly close game, and every point matters. So, but yeah, Joe Horn. I think he played with Carolina too for a bit. Raiders going to return that to the 22. And you know what that means? Hi, Taylor. How are you, Taylor? I'd rather be here anyway. But this is kind of the spot to be. I'm sure everybody else likes me to be here too because it covers my face up. So, would you rather see Taylor's thighs and hips and waist, or would you rather see my face? I think we all know the answer to that. I'd rather see her than my face. It's my face. First and 10, Geno Smith back throws. That's going to be caught over the middle down to the 38-yard line. First down, Raiders. Brock Bowers with the reception. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody, here on Monday Night Football on Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy King, hanging out with you, watching the Cowboys take on the Raiders. It's currently 17-6. Raiders have a first and 10, though, at their own 38. If you want to help us out at all, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, let people know that we exist. And if you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Geno Smith on first and 10, rolls out to his right, throws into double coverage. It falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Pecan in the chat says, all hail Chief Redwood. Hi, how are ya? Hi, how are ya? Hi, how? Sorry. That was so culturally insensitive. I apologize so very much for my cultural insensitivity, but I got to tell you, I'm pretty insensitive just about everything. So, I don't know what to tell you. Throw on 2nd and 10, looking for Bowers. Incomplete from Gino. ELS says, welcome to episode 30 of How Will the Raiders Fuck This Up? Trying to curse less. Thank you, ELS, for helping me curse more. How dare you? How dare you, ELS? Well, 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. Got to get to the 48-yard line for a first down. Geno Smith takes the snap. The Cowboys are bringing pressure. Throws, caught! And that is going to be a first down for the Raiders. Tyler Lockett with the reception. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Cowboys. 47-yard line. .351, 350, 349 remaining here in the second quarter with the clock running. If you're syncing along with us, and if you are, thank you so very much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Geno Smith on 1st and 10. Play action to Genty. Steps back, looks, just throws it to Genty then out of the backfield. Genty's going to get it up to the 40. And so that'll be a 7-yard gain. They say he got to the 39 and it'll be 2nd and 2. I think he got right to the 40, but that's just I guess, I don't know. Pecan said, don't count Dallas out yet. What, don't count Dallas out for screwing it up? I don't know. Smith throws, gets the Genty out of the backfield again. First down and a little bit more down to the 31-yard line. So that's going to be a first down for the Raiders. Move the chains. But this is the problem. Oh, that was a face mask, too. Is the only reason they didn't call that a face mask because he has the visor on? Come on. You got to be able to call that. You got to call that, Mr. Official. So from the 31, 1st and 10. Play action from Geno. Geno throws down the field. Tipped. Intercepted. Cowboys intercept the ball, return it up to the 32, 33-yard line, and that is where the Cowboys will now start their drive. Tipped on the attempted pass over the middle by Geno, and it was an easy interception. Well, Crafty in the chat says, gee, no, as the king of the dad joke strikes yet again. Crafty Southpaw in our chat room. If you want to come join the chat, join the community, and add your own dad jokes, or add any other jokes, or just say, God damn it, this is boring. Whatever you want to do. Chat room is open. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how are you doing. ELS in the chat says, there are so many episodes of How Will the Cowboys Fuck It Up? Pecan says, yeah, exactly. Well, not this time. This time it was the Raiders, and indeed, episode 30 of that particular documentary, as ELS was stating before, did not disappoint, as the Raiders did indeed throw another interception, and now the Cowboys have it at the same spot, at the line of scrimmage that the Raiders were at the Dallas 31-yard line. And there we go. Dak Prescott, play action. He's going for a moon ball. Almost intercepted by the Raiders. And it's dropped. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Question number 9. Question number 9 on the New York Transit line. Here from ELS on a Monday Night Football Trivia. Brought to you by your good friend DLS. What number was Geno Smith when he played for the New York Jets? Wasn't he 7? Did he take? I thought he took Boomer's number. I thought he was 7. Hand off to Williams, and that's going to be a loss of about a half a yard. So that's going to be 3rd and 10.5. Really 3rd and 11 if you want to ask it, but they're being generous. The officials are being generous. I could have sworn he were 7. Either way, we've hit the 2-minute warning here. I'm already yawning. Good thing I have another half a cup of coffee waiting for me over there. With the Cowboys facing a 3rd and 11 coming up after the 2-minute warning, will they be able to convert? We are going to find out. Pecan says 8. Are you doing it? Pecan, you're just doing the Price is Right rules, aren't you? You're just doing Price is Right rules. I don't think it works with the jersey number game, but hey, listen, man, you do you. You do you. See, look at it. I'm already on. Oh, Monday Night Football. Why do you do me dirty like this? Hey, the answer was 7. All right. I knew. See? I thought so. I pay enough attention to the Jets. I knew. It wasn't a total and absolute guess shot in the dark. Lloyd says, King, name a quarterback that started out good, then went to shit. Russell Wilson. That was easy. Where's my Staples That Is Easy button? That was easy. Oh my God, Avatar, fire and... Oh, God, I don't care. I just don't care. Dak, under pressure, does overthrow CeeDee Lamb, and they're going to throw a flag because, I don't know. Again, I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't know how good or not this call is. Oh, what a flop. So they're going to call the unnecessary roughness on the Raiders on the flop by the Cowboys linemen, first of all. Pecan, Manziel was never good. You'd have to come in good and then get bad. Manziel was never good. What a flop. You should get flagged for flopping like that. That's unsportsmanlike conduct. And they also called pass interference, which again I don't think that was pass interference either. Let the boys play, but it is what it is. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys now at the Raiders, 48 after the pass interference. It's going to be a handoff here to Williams, and boy, he's got a big hole, and he is stuffing that hole. And he fumbles the ball! They're going to say down by contact, but you got to look at that. All right, it looks like he was down. Rodgers is still a good quarterback, ELS, so I don't know what you're talking about. Is he as good as he was? No, but is he still a good quarterback? He still throws a ball 70 yards with little effort. Like, get the fuck out of here. Saying Rodgers isn't a good quarterback. Just take a seat. Sit down. Which is, who was a flop for the Giants? A flop? As far as what? I mean, the Giants have had a lot of flops, but in the 2000s. As far as quarterback, I don't think we really had one. I mean, you could look at Daniel Jones, but I think when you look at Daniel Jones, that's a lot more about the coaching and player he had, or just any player. I don't know, Lloyd. I got to tell you. I'd have to sit and tell you. I'd have to look at, I mean, Evan Neal, right off the bat, I'd say Evan Neal. He's a flop. Ball start on the Cowboys. Moving back 5 yards, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's right. There were 2 flags there, so that should be 5 flags. That should have been 5 flags, and now after the penalty, that should be 6 flags for that. So 6 flags over Vegas. Dak looks, throws, Pickens gets it. That's going to be 1st down and more. Down to the 10. He's down to the 5, and that's going to be a touchdown for Pickens. And this game is shit. CeeDee Lamb's already waving bye to the crowd. We got flags here at the end, too. Is he going to do the same? He's going to get the same problem that what's-his-face had. Yeah, they're going to call him the same thing that... Yep. We were just talking too about Joe Horn. He was one of the first ones to do that and get calls for that. Aubrey now has to kick a super long field goal for the extra point, but he gets it, and there is a penalty flag. What is this? Come on, officials. This game is already boring enough. Can we not make this any fucking slower? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are we discussing? Make the fucking announcement. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. They still haven't made an announcement. Come on. Offsides on the Raiders. Penalties declined. Holy shit. Did that take 1 minute and 30 seconds to do? Jesus, mother monkey shit, Christ. And the extra point is good. Cowboys 24, Raiders 6. Jesus, my God. What the, like, I really, just. Hoodies and t-shirts available, as you can see. bit.ly/stay tuned merch. That's bit.ly/stay tuned merch. Link in the top of the chat and in the description below this video. Like I said, hoodie and t-shirt available. Comes pre-pixelated, so you won't get arrested for indecency or something like that. I think they still have some of the laws down. It's best down on the south. My God. I'm sorry. Just that whole process with the officiating right there is, things like that are the number one problem when it comes to officiating with me. I mean, bad calls are bad calls. That's here or there. They're always going to have that, and you can always have the fuck the rest for that. But that just simple shit, and taking forever to sit and discuss. What do you want? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? What's the call? Where's it? Was it offside? Was it not offside? Did you go? What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Question number 10 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend DLS. What team did Michael Vick end his career with? What team did Michael Vick end his career with? I think it was the Ravens. I honestly think it was the Ravens. Everybody ended their career with the Ravens, I think, at some point. For a while there. I saw. I think it was the Ravens. I honestly think it was the Ravens. Pecan, and the chat says Pete Carroll holds the Guinness World Record for chewing the same piece of gum for over 20 years. If so, that's a hell of a piece of gum. I'll say that. Hell of a piece of gum. Kickoff is away. Got it about the 6. Raiders return it to the 25, to the 30, and that is it. 30-yard line is where the Raiders will start. Geno Smith on 1st and 10 throws. And that's going to be caught and then brought out of bounds. Mostert with the reception. Clock stops with 58 seconds left. Going to be 2nd and 6. Answer was the Steelers. Look at that. Almost picked again. Bland almost got it there on Geno Smith. 3rd and 6 upcoming. They're going to call holding on the Cowboys before the pass. So that's okay, yeah, no, that is a straight up hold. So 1st and 10, Geno avoids the sack, looks, throws over the middle. Holy shit, it's caught. Tucker with the catch. 40, 39, 38. They have all 3 timeouts to the Raiders, and they finally use one. Jesus, what? I don't know what took them so long. Oh, the Cowboys must have used another timeout that I missed. I don't know where they used that one, but okay. All right, Genty, just keep. Don't do anything negative, and I will win this week. I'm still very weary though. I don't understand. Like, what if this was the 2000s? I feel like ELS and King would be cocky about what? I don't understand what that means. That Lloyd, it makes. I don't understand that. And does that? That's weird. That's a weird statement. Throw it over the middle. Brock Bowers. He catches that on 1st and 10. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the Dallas Cowboys 28, and the Raiders will use their second timeout. You talked about just how our teams were. I was never cocky with the Giants. I was always waiting for the bottom to fall out with the Giants, and especially those years that we won the Super Bowl, we weren't fantastical. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we were looking like world beaters. Again, the Giants made the playoffs at 9-7 the year we beat the Patriots. The undefeated Patriots. We were 9-7 going to the playoffs. Gino throws a way overthrow on 2nd and 3. He was looking for Mayer. So 3rd and 3 upcoming. So 3rd and 3. Raiders looking to see if they can convert something here. Mostert out of the backfield. Gets the first down to the 24-yard line. And that's going to use up their last timeout. So from this point out, it's got to be to the end zone. It's got to be to the end zone. I don't know, Eli. I think back to 2011 with the Packers being 15-1, having the bye, looking just elite with Aaron Rodgers, and then the Giants come in and just smack them around. That was fun. That was fun. I remember that one. Packers fans were very cocky that day, and Gino's going to get sacked. That was definitely, it's going to be grounding on top of it if there's anything. It's got to be intentional grounding because he was getting sacked. And they're going to say, no flag for intentional grounding. They're going to say he was hit and that there was somebody at least in the area. That's correct. That's incredible. So 2nd and 10, 18 seconds. We got flags thrown before the snap. Thrown nowhere by Gino. Don't know where he was going on that one. Dallas lined up in the neutral zone. The end of this half is taking forever. It's 9:46 already. This game started at 8:15. This first half has taken an hour and a half. Gino getting rushed just chucks it on 2nd and 5. Like I don't. I don't want to watch bad football. I just don't want to watch bad football. Can we get Geno Smith out of the game? I don't want to watch bad football. It's starting to annoy me. I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I don't care. I just want to watch good football. Get Geno Smith out of the game. I just want to watch good football. 3rd and 5. And there's whistles. And there's a timeout by the Cowboys. Jeez, You're just watching somebody lose their shit because these last 2 weeks of primetime games have been fucking horrendous. I'm tired of watching bad football. NFL, and it's not just the play, it's the officiating too, and the officiating is a big part of it. I'm tired of watching bad football. Geno Smith throws towards the end zone, incomplete. 4th and 5, 4 seconds left. They'll settle for a fucking field goal. At this point, if Kenny Pickett's bad, then he's bad. But at least it's showing you're trying something. I'm just tired of bad football. Snap, hold, kick up. Good. 24-9 going into halftime. Cowboys lead the Raiders. Jesus. Motherfucking tap dancing Christ. Just another horrible fucking game that we have to watch. You don't have to watch the game, King. Kinda do. Kinda do. Yeah, Pete, we know you got to do a lot of things better. Get a better goddamn fucking quarterback. How about that, Pete? Something. I'm not, again, I'm a Giants fan. So I don't, this isn't me being like, oh, I'm mad at the Raiders because they're losing to the Cowboys or anything like that. Listen, the Giants suck. I get it. We're no good. We're 2-9. All of the other shit. I just want to watch a good football game. And you figure, oh, maybe some of these primetime games will be good. And even when you look at the matchups, you're like, all right, well, this is not going to be good. Maybe it'll be entertaining. Maybe something about it will be entertaining. There's nothing entertaining about this. There's nothing entertaining about this game. It's just frustrating, and the officiating just makes it fucking worse. And that's on top of everything else. And why don't you have the Broncos rated high? You should have the Broncos up high. Because they're bad football. They are a bad football team to watch. The Eagles are a bad football team to watch. Oh, but their record. I don't give a shit about their fucking record. Watching their games is like watching old people fuck. And I'm tired of it. And this has been the problem with the NFL, not just this season, but the last couple seasons. These games are fucking awful. And it's like they're engineered to be bad by the NFL. And the NFL officiating. It's like they've over-legislated so much of this shit to be bad. And then you have something last night where it's like it's a bad game. And then at the end, oh, maybe Detroit has a chance. Maybe there's a little bit of excitement to be had. And then the game ends on maybe the worst pass interference call since the NFC Championship game back in, what was it, 2021, 2020? Whatever that was. Just horrendous. How much more shit do these people have? I never thought a Week 11 Monday Night Football game would drive me to this brink of fucking insanity, but here we are. I didn't freak out this bad when the Giants were losing games. But this is torture. This is torture. It's torture to watch. Unbelievable. It's just bad. And at the end of the day, it's a bad product. And the problem is it's a bad product that can be good. We know it can be good. We've seen it be good. But this year, more so than any other, and we thought it couldn't get any worse than last year. Last year had a lot of bad fucking football in it. A lot of bad officiating. Boy, this has been horrendous shit to watch. And if you have a bad product, eventually people will stop watching the fucking shit. Probably not me, because I'm a hopeless addict to this goddamn sport and this league. But, I mean, Jesus Christ. Can we do something about this? Stop with the horrible officiating. Stop trying to over-legislate everything. This isn't fucking Congress. It's the NFL! Rant over, I suppose. I'll stop yelling. Question 11, by the way, for Monday Night Trivia. So we try to just mosey on over to some trivia here. Question 11 from ELS here on Monday Night Football Trivia. Brought to you by your good friend ELS, which it feels like we're going to need a lot more of it, by the way. What number was Smee Smith? Smee. Number was Smee? My brain is mush. My brain has turned into mush. What number was Steve Smith Jr. for the Panthers? Pecan said 22. I think because he just wants to see Taylor again, and that's fine. 22. There we go. I don't mind. Taylor, save us. Taylor. Oh, dear Goddess, Taylor Swift, please save us from this terrible fucking Monday Night Football game, please. May your hips of glory please help us. Oh, dear sweet God. I forget. I honestly don't know what. I don't think Steve Smith was 20. He might have been 22. I don't know. I'll say 23. I'm doing the Price is Right rule now on you, Pecan. I'll say 23. Pecan says, "Hey, you know it." No, I think it was 80s. Was it the 80s something? Was he 80 something or I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know he was a good player. I know he's obviously. Is Steve Smith in the Hall of Fame? 89. He was in the 80s, not 20s. I knew it was. I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to, but I was technically closer than Pecan, so. And we got to see Taylor, so it all works out. I think I needed Taylor. I needed Taylor after that. It was just. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, man. It's just bad. It's just bad football. And it's bad, and it's bad because it doesn't need to be bad. And that's why it's bad it's bad football, but it can be good football. And they just won't let it be good football. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. By the way, coming up for Thursday Night Football, we have Bills-Texans. That'll be great. That'll be fun to watch. At least Buccaneers-Rams for Sunday Night Football seems like it'll be good. And Panthers-49ers right now looks better than we thought it would be, 2.5 months ago, that's for sure. So hopefully this week the primetime games will deliver us from this fucking shit. But that's, again, if the officials allow it. If the officials say, hey, we'll let the game breathe. We'll let the guys play. We'll let the game be the game. Or they'll just... Oh, Saskatchewan beat Montreal. You got Montreal Alouettes. Way to go. All right. At least the French Canadians didn't win the Grey Cup. There we go. Like that. Bet you watching the Grey Cup would have been more entertaining than watching this fucking game. I'm going to get coffee. I'm sure that'll help. I'll be right back. I feel better. I feel good. And I did see that, by the way, ELS letting us know that in the Indoor Football League, the Massachusetts Pirates have officially relocated to Orlando and will compete as the Orlando Pirates starting in 2026. And, I don't know if Massachusetts Pirates made any sense, but Orlando, being in the middle of Florida and really not close to any water in particular, makes even less sense. But there you go. The Orlando Pirates coming to the Indoor Football League next season for all of you. And the second half is underway. Raiders get the ball here, and they get it up to the 32-yard line on the return, and that is where they will start this drive. La-da-dee, la-da-da, la-da-doo, la-da-dee. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. It's going to be a pitch to Genty, and he's got nowhere to go, loses 3 yards. Second and 13 for the Raiders. Are you ready for bad football? A really shitty party. We're calling everyone over here. Let's all get bored really quickly. The mood is set and the lights are out. Monday Night Football's gonna make me shout. Second and 13. Geno Smith back to throw. He's going to complete that. That's going to be Lockett with the reception there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Let's see if Geno swapped his soul for another good quarterback. Let's see what happened here. Maybe work some voodoo magic there. Do something. Third and 6. And incomplete. Bland could have picked that off if he felt like it. 4th and 6 upcoming for the Raiders. Jesus Christ. By the way, ELS, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. Breaking news. Shedeur Sanders' home was broken into during his Cleveland debut. This comes from Cleveland Browns beat reporter Mary Kay Cabot of I believe it's the Cleveland Plains Dealer is who she writes for there. But Shedeur Sanders robbed while he was out there making his debut to start the second half while Dillon Gabriel was in concussion protocol. Punt is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. It looks like it might have bounced before that, but it went past the pylon. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Cowboys. Let me jump over to the twits here. Yeah, wow. Yeah, confirmed. Plus, it looks like Shador is going to start, as Dylan Gabriel is going to be in concussion protocol for this whole time. By the way, question 12 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend ELS. What former NFL kicker was drafted in the first round of the 2008 MLS draft as a goalkeeper? What former NFL kicker was drafted in the first round of the 2008 MLS draft as a goalkeeper? The only one I can think of that has like soccer experience is McAfee. And he was around that time, too, that he was coming out of college. I'll say McAfee. I'll say Pat McAfee. Cowboys, 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff here to Williams, and he's going to get 5 yards to the 25-yard line. Second and 4, Dak running for his life. He is going to complete it to Pickens, and Pickens is going to fight, spinning around, doesn't go down, but gets the first down. Hell of a play by Pickens. Give credit where credit is due. By the way, the answer to the question was Josh Lambo. I do remember Lambo. Didn't he kicked for the Packers, didn't he? Wasn't Lambo a Packer kicker? And it was funny because he was Lambo kicking at Lambeau. Or was it he was at the Jaguars, but I think he kicked for the Packers at one time, didn't he? No, I guess not. Yeah, he played for the for FC Dallas as a goalkeeper in 2008. I guess when he was real young. Uh, Played for Texas A&M, then was drafted by the Chargers. I guess went to the Chargers and then played for Jacksonville. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Cowboys after a 2-yard gain on first down. Ferguson, the tight end, gets the reception there. Gains about 1, 2, 3 yards. They're going to say he gained 4 yards because, I don't know, I can't fucking see, or just officials are fucking terrible. I don't. I give up trying. Anyway, 3rd and 4 from the 37. ELS says the person who made this particular trivia did a lot better job compared to the person yesterday. That's always good to see. I like that, ELS. 3rd and 4. Dak Prescott takes the ball. He's going to give it to Pickens. Pickens is going backwards, and then he's going forward, and then he's going backwards again, and then he's going forwards again. And then he breaks a tackle, and he's past the and he's still going. Pickens is your guy, man. Pickens is your guy. Dak Prescott, by the way, 215 yards passing already in this game. 16 of 22 for 3 touchdowns. I may have placed a 50-cent wager on this game. Mr. Moneybags that I am. Again, I told you I only have 17 cents in my bank account, so making a couple cent wager. But it was stuff I already had in my FanDuel account. I was only down to 50 cents. So and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be another first down for the Cowboys. 6-yard gain on 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 2nd and 4. Down at the Vegas 24 right now. Pecan says, hell of a run. Yeah, man. You got to, like, Pittsburgh could use somebody like that right about now. But I think he wore out his welcome there anyway. That Malik Davis with the run there. And that's going to be good enough for a first down for the Cowboys. Down to the 19-yard line of the Raiders. Play action. Ferguson on first down is going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. For the Cowboys, on a steel horse I ride. You want it, dead or alive. I'm on it, dead or alive. Over the middle, Pickens gets that, and he's going to be down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Cowboys. Dak looks like he's trying to rush everybody to the line of scrimmage. Looks like the Cowboys are going to go hurry up here. And they are. Snap, handoff here. Davis is going to get half a yard. 2nd and goal coming for Dallas. I'm surprised Lambeau isn't on a team for someone looking for. The league's looking for kickers. Bless me. Dak Prescott looks, throws, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Cowboys. Ryan Flournoy with the reception. And with that, I mean, this is just... Never before have I had a game where I've wanted to give up the whole, hey, we're here for all 4 quarters. This one is getting there. This one's getting there. 31-9, Cowboys over the Raiders. And I'll bet you the Raiders still plop out fucking Geno Smith. Bet you they do it. I bet you they say, we're going to stay on the straight. And and listen, there's a lot wrong there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Chip Kelly just hates Kenny Pickett. I don't know if Chip Kelly knows how to call an offense. Clearly he doesn't. I that's it. I don't know if is it the play calling, is it the play caller, is it a little A, a little B? It is what it is at this point. Question number 13. You know whose favorite number is 13? Any chance to get her beautiful little hips and ass on the screen? There you go, Taylor. Great to see you. Cam Jordan, Cam Hayward, Cam Newton, Cam Chancellor. Whose dad did not play in the NFL between the Cam Jordan, Cam Hayward, Cam Newton, and Cam Chancellor? Of those 4 Cams, Jordan, Hayward, Newton, and Chancellor, which Cam's dad did not play in the NFL? Pecan's going to say Cam Jordan. It's to me, it's either Cam Jordan or Cam Chancellor. I don't remember. Does Cam Chancellor's dad play in the NFL? I don't know. I figured I would have known a name like Cam, like Chancellor, Cam Chancellor, or the name Chancellor. Like a name Chancellor is like Chancellor. I'll say Cam Chancellor. I'll throw my lot in with Cam Chancellor. I don't think his dad played in the NFL. I'll say that. Bye, Taylor. It's good to see you again, by the way. Pecan says Cam Jordan. I say Cam Chancellor. If there's any other guesses, let them be known in the comment section or the chat. You can come chat. Chat's open, by the way. Come in and say hi, say hello, say how are you doing. Wonderful to see everybody here today. My name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. If you like anything that you're watching here, and I don't know why you would, unless you like seeing fat old men with gray beards and balding heads go fucking ape shit about how bad football and the state of football is right now. But if you do, hey, hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let the world know that we exist. Share us around. Friends, family, co-workers, perfect strangers on the internet, whoever you want to do. And, of course, if you have not yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers to hopefully be monetized here on the YouTubes. ELS lets us know that the answer is indeed Cam Chancellor. His father did not play in the NFL. There you go. There you go. A little piece of trivia. Something you didn't know before that you may know now. That's here. Now, we're educational. We're educated. Stay Tuned Sports is for the children. Disclaimer, Stay Tuned Sports is definitely not for the children. Please keep the children away from Stay Tuned Sports at all possible times. We are a bad influence. Hey, guess what? Geno Smith's still in the game. Shotgun for Geno. He's looking, throws to Genti out of the backfield. It's going to be caught for 6 yards. 2nd and 4 upcoming. We're killing time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing. We are just killing time until this game ends. And I thank you for joining us here and killing time with us. We can do some la-da-doo-da-dees. I like doing la-da-doo-da-dees. Well, Mayer's going to get that. And he's going to be about half a yard short of the first down. So 3rd and very short. Hey, we got a flag and a false start here on the Raiders. I feel bad. I should be doing more, saying something to be more entertaining or do something. Dance, monkey dance. But I got to tell you, this game has sucked every last bit of joy out of my soul. 3rd and 6 upcoming here for the Raiders after that penalty. They were facing 3rd and short. And it's made by Bowers, gets the catch, but he's going to end up back at the original spot there. So it's going to be 4th and about half a yard. And the Raiders got to go for it because they have to. I mean, there's no other choice here. I mean, what are we doing? Injury on the field. They're going to take a timeout. 4:11 remaining in the third quarter. For the love of God. Hi, Pepper Jack. This is the kind of day where I just wish Pepper Jack would walk by and flash me a boob. At least that'll cheer me up. I heard a giggle. I didn't hear a no, so that's always a good thing. There's a chance I get to see. You guys won't see boob. Good chance I get to see boob. Maybe. We'll see. Question 14 in the chat here. And this is for, of course, Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend ELS in the chat. ELS asks, former NFL quarterback father-son combo, what was their last name? The combo was Bob and Brian. What was their last name? That would, of course, be the Greaseys. Greasy. Bob Greasy and Brian Greasy. Bob Greasy played for the Dolphins. I think Brian Greasy played for the Dolphins, too, as well, but was not anywhere near as good as his old man was there for the Miami Dolphins. Really kind of an unremarkable career. Yeah, ELS lets me know it is indeed the Greasy Boys. Hey, here we go. Here's a nice little piece of statistics here. Dak Prescott has 41 career games with at least 3 passing touchdowns, moving past Tony Romo for the most 3 touchdown games in franchise history. Prescott has 4 passing touchdowns tonight, and his 13 games with 4-plus touchdown passes are the most in franchise history and tied for 7th most in the NFL, in an NFL player's first 10 seasons. That comes from the Dallas Cowboys public relations Twitter. That is at Dallas Cowboys PR. So there you go. Look at that. Raiders get the first down. They just needed half a yard, and they do get it. 1st and 10 now from their own 49-yard line. Gino, play action, throws. That's going to be Mayer, and he's going to be out, I think, short of the first down marker. Ela says, hey, I found a weird chip flavor. We have turkey stuffing. I've seen those around. I've seen them around. I don't know if I've ever had them. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Raiders. After that initial play, that's going to be caught here by Tucker. Tucker's going to get it down to the 32-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Again, they're going to be in a spot here where they have, in this game, every single time, fucked it up when they've been in this area. So let's see how it happens now. The sideline reporters are talking about how the players and who has the best tee times around the golf courses. This is how bad it is for the Raiders. They're talking about how much they like golfing in Vegas rather than playing football in Vegas. A dropped pass by Brock Bowers on 1st and 10 makes it 2nd and 10. But yeah, no, ELS. I thought I have seen. I could have sworn I've seen that they had like the stuffing flavored chips, like the last year or two around this time. You know, they do it around this time. One of my favorite ones though is, believe it or not, the Canadian all dressed ones. The Canadian just all dressing ones are pretty good. Those are pretty good. 2nd and 10, Geno Smith. Delayed handoff here. Almost stopped in the backfield. But instead, Mostert does get a gain of about 2 yards. Or they're only going to give him 1, huh? You're only giving him 1? I thought he got 2. He did get 2. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Come on, ESPN, get your shit together. The TV ESPN says 3rd and 8. The online one says 3rd and 9. I don't know why. Geno on 3rd and 8. Throws. Holy shit, it's caught. Tyler Lockett gets it at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Pecan says, I needed to get 4 points. Got 73 so far. Yeah, I was going to say the 4 touchdowns from Dak. That might help. I just needed Genty to not get negative yards. I think he's okay. Yeah. He's giving me 9.9 points. I've gotten 10 points. I was hoping to be a lot more clear than that, but I guess not. 1st and 10 from the 19. Geno hands off to Genty, and he's going to lose 2 yards. So, again, we're not going in the right direction there. Excuse me. Smith just standing in the pocket. Now they're coming for him, and he's going to be able to get about a yard on the scramble, so not a sack. But it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the Dallas 18-yard line, and that's going to end, mercifully, the 3rd quarter, which means that we're only 15 game minutes away from this game being over. Hopefully the officials don't. Mr. Officials, just put the flags away. Swallow the whistles. Let this game let the clock run. Just let that clock run. Wind that clock. Let it go tick, 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 and let's just end this. Let's just end this as early as possible, okay? All right? Just from me to you, Mr. Official, because I know, they're patching me live through to those little nice headset and microphones you got there, guys. I know it's great. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little feature I'm able to go ahead and do here. Thanks to YouTube, by the way. YouTube is really good on that. Thank you very much, YouTube, for giving me the access to the referees' headsets there. But yes, to all of you working that crew right now on the officiating, just let this clock run. By the way, yes, it is the 4th quarter. Get the 4s up. We do see the 4s in the chat. EL's got the 4s up. Pecan, you want to get the 4s up. Anybody else wants to get the 4 up? I know Lloyd likes doing a little tiny 4, the superscript 4. Get the 4s up because we are here for all 4 quarters. For better or for worse. In this case, this is much, much, much worse. But we're here. We are here, and we are queer. Get used to it. Oh, wait, no, that's not the chant that we're. No, that's a whole different thing. But. We're here for the all 4 quarters, and we're just going along, man. We're just going along. Just 2 lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year. How I wish I wasn't here. Question 15. Who has the NFL record for different teams they have started at quarterback for? That's got to be a Ryan Fitzpatrick question, right? That's got to be Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's going to be I'm going with that because I don't know. I don't know anything else. I just don't know anything else. Hi, Pepper Jack. Have we thought about the boob thing? The boob offer? I know. You get ready for bed. I know. It's late. I'm just saying. Game's been hard. It's been a hard game. It's been a very hard game to watch. No boobs yet. I will give an update after the boobs do show. Crafty has his emoji 4s up there. Crafty says Josh McCown. That's not a bad guess either. So here we go. 3rd and 9. Raiders got to get to the 9-yard line for a first down, in which case it would be 1st and goal. Gino throws to Brock Bowers. Of course, he throws it 6 yards short of the sticks because why not? Of course, it's 4th down. I guess, it's 2-down territory anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I get it. Hey, it was Fitzy. All right, good for me. I mean, yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick, come on. Even the Cowboy fans in Vegas are bored. So, Pecan got the 4 up there. There we go. 14:22 remaining. 4th and 4. Ball at the 13-yard line. Gino gets the snap. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run it himself, and he's going to get the first down, and then he slides down at the 5. I think he could have made it, but he didn't. So it's 1st and goal for the Raiders from the 6, they're going to call it, I think. Yeah, because they started from the start of the slide. So from the 6, 1st and goal for the Raiders. Holy shit, the Raiders are in a goal-to-goal situation. They may not fuck this up. Maybe they get into the end zone. They're not going to win the game, clearly, but they might get into the end zone. First play inside the 10-yard line for the Raiders tonight. Joe Buck just told us. Thank you, Joe. Tucker gets the reception, falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas. They finally cross the goal line, and they get some points. Look at them putting points on the board like an actual NFL team. That's pretty. That's you know what, guys? Good for you. Good for you. You know what, guys? Slow clap for you guys. All right. Yeah, Raiders. Hi. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. 31-16 is the score. 15-point game. Raiders still down 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Question number 16 here on Monday Night Football Trivia, brought to you by your good friend, ELS. You can join us in the chat and participate in the trivia. You get a prize of just our unending marvelization at your intelligence and your big-brained wowness. Question 16. Jerry Rice was on 4 NFL teams. Name 3. The 49ers, the Raiders, and the Seahawks. You went 49ers, Seahawks, Raiders. Or was it 49ers, Raiders, Seahawks? Either way, yeah. 49ers, Raiders, and Seahawks. I don't remember the 4th team, tell you the truth. I just know those 3. He probably ended it clearly somewhere else, obviously. There was a 4th team. But those were the 3 that I remember. So, and you said only name 3, so I got that. Christmas, goddamn things are starting. I hate that it's already here. Christmas sucks. I don't like it. Oh, ELS. Yeah, no. Listen. ELS is trying to give you a trick question here. He's trying to trick question your ass. None of that trick question shit. Pecan says, hey, this game's feeling like Broncos-Giants. No, it is not. No, it is not. Stop it, Pecan. Stop it. Stop it, you. Oh, stop it, you. ELS, he never played for the Broncos. And he wasn't really on the Broncos. He was an off-season practice squad member only. That was it. That was it. So that's really a trick question. How dare you? You're better than that, ELS. You're better than that. How dare you? Cowboys get the kickoff on a bounce, return it to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, down to the 43-yard line is Turpin. First down and 10 for the Cowboys as I itch my gray beard. Oh, great. I got Christmas shit stuck in my head now. Fantastic. Second and 7 upcoming here for the Cowboys. I'm seeing another clip here from I don't know what's happening here on Monday Night Raw. Some cool stuff happening, yeah. Yeah, we got another handoff there, about a yard, not even a yard. You got right back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7 upcoming here for the Cowboys. ELS says, King, I don't give a shit. This game has take me my reasons to care. Also took your proper grammar as well. And I understand that. I understand it as well, ELS, so don't worry about it. This game, I understand. This game melts the brain. Which is why you need Dubby with its neurofactor, warm, and no sugar. Helps you out there. Go to W.GG. Use code STSports. 10% off your first order. W.GG. ST Sports in the promo code area. Get 10% off your first order. WB better. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 7. 4th and 7. Cowboys are going to have to punt the ball away. La-da-da-do, and the punt is away, and now the Raiders are going to get the ball back. And he waits until the 5-yard line to pick it up, then goes back to the 2, and that's where he gets... They are so bad at football. So bad. So bad at football. That ball hit at the 15. Could have just let it bounce, or you could have done it on the first bounce at the 15. Instead, lets it bounce a second time, picks it up at around the 4-yard line, then goes backwards, gets tackled as he's going backwards, and establishes himself at the 2-yard line where he gets tackled. So guess where the Raiders get the ball? At the 2. They just... I'm tired of bad football. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. Get your fucking shit together, NFL. Everybody, top to bottom, everybody, even your good teams fucking suck. The Broncos are a fucking chore to watch. The Eagles fucking suck to watch. Even your teams that are in the top of their conference fucking suck to watch. Fix your football. I'm not getting another rant. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Just Question 17. What team did Kurt Warner play for between his stints with the Rams and the Cardinals? Of course, that would be the New York Football Giants, in which he started the season, and then he played so poorly that they put in Eli Manning, and then he was gone the next year. So, yeah, so I remember that. I remember we got Kurt Warner. I was like, oh, hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll have a nice veteran presence there for that. And everybody thought Kurt Warner's career was done after that, too. Everybody looked at him kind of like how people look at Russell Wilson now. It was like, ooh, yeah, no, Kurt Warner, he's done. Then he went to Arizona, and nope, still pretty fucking good. Still pretty good at the football. Hi, Peppa Jan. No boobies. Damn, still no boobies. Pecan says Seattle because. And that's going to be, what, offsides on the Raiders? So it's going to be a half a yard penalty, 1 yard penalty? To be fair, ELS, I've the only one been like actually playing consistently. First and 11 from the 1. 99 yards to glory for the Raiders. And Genty, is he going to get out of the end zone? I think he got out. Nope, they say it's a safety. It's just the whole ball has to get out. And yeah, not even close. That's a safety. And now the Cowboys get the ball too. They get the safety kick. Yep. Raiders football. Catch the excitement. Jeez, just bad fucking football, dude. It's just bad football. It's just bad football. And that might cost me in my where am I? That's going to be puts him down to 9.3. Does the safety cost anything? I don't even know. I'm down to 190 here. We'll see. Like I get it's. I think I'm literally just I am a short and curly away. I'm just cutting Genty. Like it's just he's not doing anything for my fantasy team here. Can you onside kick a safety kick? No, you can. You can onside a safety punt. The term for this is an onside safety kick. A safety is followed by a free kick. Unlike a regular punt from scrimmage, the ball is live and can be recovered by the kicking team after it travels 10 yards, touched by the receiving team. Okay, yeah, so they can do it. So here we go. Raiders are going to try a safety onside kick. Or onside safety kick, however you want to phrase it. There we go. Here's something you don't see every day. At least it's something. At least it's something different. At least it's, hey, you know what? This game's boring as shit. It's melting your brain and making you want to punch yourself in the nuts for, 3 hours consecutively. But hey, at least it's something you don't see every day. So here goes. Just Puts it straight up. It's going to fall, and Cowboys recover it. Pickens with the recovery. Pecan says, yeah, you don't see many of those. No. Hey, interesting. We get to now when we die in those last moments of life, when our life flashes before our eyes, we get to say, hey, remember the time you saw a safety onside kick? Pecan's like, this game is totally redeemed itself. I don't know about that. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys from the Raiders' 38-yard line. Dak hands off to Williams, and that's going to be a gain of 1, 2, 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 35-yard line. As we are at 11. God, we're still 11 minutes left in this game. Oh, my God. Hey, Pepper Jack. Are you in bed already? No boobs. I am boobless. I have bad football and no boobs. It's a terrible evening. Dak throws. That was going to be caught by CeeDee Lamb, and then he fumbles the ball. I don't think he was on the ground. I think he was on top of another player, so it was a fumble. The rest are going to say he was down by contact. It's going to be a yard short, 3rd and 1. ELS says, I'm eating pretzel rods to make me happy during this game. Well, ELS, I mean, it's good to know that to make yourself happy when you're sad, you eat a bottle. Just eating rods all the time. Sorry. So, ELS, you set it up too easy. You set it up too easy, and I love you, but you can't do that. You can't do that around me. Come on. 3rd and 1. Cowboys call a timeout because that's just what we need. We need time to slow down in this game. Got to slow it down. It's getting too exciting here. We got to slow it down. Slowing down this game should be a criminal offense, a felony, I would say. Cowboys, they're going to run this one, and that is Lupke with the carry. He gets about 4 yards or so. 5 yards, actually. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't give a shit. 1st down, from the 24. That's all that matters. ELS says, like your mom. I'm not the one eating rods right now, ELS. Just letting you know that. I'm not the one eating rods right now to make myself happy. That would be you. Dak looks, throws out of the backfield. He's going to get that, but it's still going to be a yard loss for Turpin. Back to the 25, 2nd and 11. Oh, Williams. It's a big carry. That's going to be a first down. Now there's a flag down. What I just don't know what's going on. Max Crosby was thinking there was a offsides, took himself out of the play. Personal foul on the Cowboys after the play, so it's a first down, but it's a 15-yard penalty. So it's. And there was a false start. And oh god, we're gonna fucking drag this game out. We got another flag. It just won't end. 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 It won't end. It won't end. This game will never end. This game will never end. This game will never end. It will never end. It is our eternal hell. This game is our eternal hell. It will always kill. This game will be forever. This game is forever. Handoff to Williams here on third and 2. Oh no, it was second and whatever it was. Now it's 3rd and 2. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about anything about this game. I don't care. We're killing time until the end. I'm trying to find anything else to talk about, and it doesn't seem to be too much. I mean, Cam Scotabo was on Raw tonight. That seems pretty cool. ELS says, "Hey, refs, go to hell." He's also trying to do some your mama jokes, and it's hit or miss. Lamb gets the catch. Raiders were trying to say that the clock was at 0. I don't care. Let the play clock sit there at fucking forever 0. I don't care. Just let the actual game clock go. That's all I care about. We're at 6:26 remaining in this game. And I hate the Raiders now more than I think I've ever hated a team. And I'm a Giants fan, so I hate the Cowboys. But I still hate the Cowboys. But the Raiders play such bad football. I hate them. I hate them for making me watch this. They made me watch them. What was that? 2 Thursday nights ago when they played the Broncos and made me watch that horrendous horse shit. I had to watch them on another primetime game here earlier in the year, and now I had to watch them in this game. I'm done watching the fucking Raiders. I am done with the fucking Raiders. Enough with the Raiders. Get them off my fucking primetime. If there's another primetime fucking game with the Raiders, I don't think there is this year. Let me look it up. If there is, we're not watching it. Or they better fucking flex it. Nope, this is going to be the last one. Thank God. Thank the Lord. 2nd and 6. It's a gain of about 3. 3rd and 3 upcoming. 5:09 remaining. King, ELS in the chat says, King, remember I said there were 4 versions of me? You might meet the worst version of me because this fucking game is terrible. ELS, you probably should go see a doctor about that multiple personality disorder. That's probably not a great thing. You probably have maybe some schizophrenic dissociative disorder. Got to check that out. Nip that in the bud as soon as possible. Pecan says Dr. Jekyll and Mr. ELS. Yeah, I'm going to say ELS. That's maybe a thing that you might need to see a professional about. I'm not sure if that's something that we would be exactly copacetic with here. Hand off to Williams, and he's going to get half a yard. And it's going to be 4th down. The Raiders defensive players are going, 4th down. Oh, there's 4th down, right? It's like, what? Shut the fuck up, dude. You're on your own 4-yard line. You're down 33-16. And you're like, 4th down. We stopped them, guys. 4th down. Question 18 here from ELS. What player is in the NFL and Lacrosse Hall of Fame? What player is in the NFL and Lacrosse Hall of Fame? That's gotta be Jim Thorpe, right? Thorpe did fucking everything, so I'll say Jim Thorpe. That seems to make sense to me. Oh, yeah, crack that neck. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. 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 Fourth and 1. Here go the Cowboys. Let's see. Please add more points. Something. Just fucking something. I don't care. Yeah, just make this. I mean, this game's already a fucking joke. I can't believe I'm rooting for the Cowboys to score points, but fucking do it. I don't care. Fucking end these fucking guys, please. Oh, yeah, the Cowboys took a timeout before. Oh, incomplete. He was looking for CeeDee Lamb to get a touchdown, and CeeDee could not get the pass. And that's going to be that. Raiders get the ball at their own 4-yard line with 3:56 remaining. Let the comeback commence. Crafty guesses it was Jim Brown. Pecan guessed that it was Drew Brees. That is both in the NFL and Lacrosse Hall of Fame. I said Jim Thorpe. ELS has given us the answer, and it is indeed Jim Brown. Jim Brown in both the lacrosse and the NFL. Pro football, really. Hall of Fame. There you go. Good job, Jim Brown. It's good to know Jim Brown is doing good. Chip in the chat. Hey, great to see you, Chip. He says, how about those Raiders? ELS is already telling him hell tier for... Dude, if you do not put the Raiders in the lowest tier of the rankings. I'm coming right to the rubber room after this, by the way. So don't go. I went in there last night, Chip, and everybody had gone already by the time I jumped in there. Don't you do that. Don't you ghost me tonight. I'm going into that chat room tonight. We're gonna have words. We are having words about this fucking game. We are having fucking words. Genty gets the pass here on first, and who gives a fuck? And he's going to get to the whatever yard line. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the clock. We got 3:43, and we're counting. God, please end this game as soon as possible. Question 19, by the way, here from ELS. What team did Emmitt Smith end his career with? That was the Cardinals, right? Yeah, he ended up with the Cardinals, I think. Yeah. Do you know that's going to go to Bowers, and he's going to be a yard short. 3rd and 1. God, don't make it. Just give it to the cow. Just let that clock run. Let that clock run. Oh, just run. Drip, drip, drip. Please, sweet clock. Let that clock run so sweetly, yes. End this game so I can end this mess. I think I just rhymed mess with mess, but I don't care. End this fucking game. Smith just chucks it after being wrapped up there and almost had another sack. That could be intentional grounding. Agdagaga with the pressure there. No flag, thank God. No flag, no anything like that. Just let the fucking play go. Just let this game die. Just let this game die. Like that, officials kept the flags kind of to a minimum here in the second half, I feel like. And I think they got the message. Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing that. The officials have been terrible throughout this entire game anyway, but at least they've given us that small mercy, as it were. And on 4th and 1, Gino goes down, sacked at the 6-yard line. Again, it was Agadaga. Agadaga Zawaga. Raka. Last name sounds like a Yosemite Sam curse. Either way, it doesn't matter. Oh, I never moved it back to the Raiders. I don't care. I don't care anything about the graphics. I don't care about anything. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anything. This game has made me not care. I just don't care. This game has numbed me. I've become so numb. I've become uncomfortably numb. Pecan says Jerry Jones smiling, very rare. Oh, he smiles a lot. And he gets that super salted Egg McMuffin and opens up, pours that fucking salt on there. Cowboys kneel it down there at 2:28, 2:27. So they're going to get that down to the 2-minute warning. Where's a flag? Why are you throwing a flag on a kneel down? Who cares if there's 12 players on the defense? Stop throwing. Who cares? Why? I would have let it go. Game's out. Let it go. Like, who cares? They're kneeling down. Let there be 50 players on the defense. I don't care. They're kneeling it. Let it be knelt. Let the kneeling be knelt. This game end. End! And for the love of God, end! Oh, Crafty knocked that shit off. All right, so now after the second kneel down, that'll bring it to the 2-minute warning. And if I'm the Cowboys, I get like George Pickens in like the backfield, hand it off to him and have him run the other way, all the way down to like the 1-yard line, and turn around and run back. Just run that fucking clock out, baby. Just run that clock out. Just run it. But here we go. We're almost done, folks. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. We're almost done with this. Pecan says, and a commercial. Yep, we're here. Speaking of which, if you're a commercial here, you can go visit our merch store, bit.ly/stay tuned merch, bit.ly/stay tuned merch. You can get yourself some. Oh, that's Taylor. You can't buy Taylor. How great would that be? That'd be amazing. But no, you can get your Fuck the Ref shirt, though, over at bit.ly/stay tuned merch. You can also get this shirt over there. This is your JETS Just End the Season shirt. You can get that over there. Do I have some other ones in here? I think I got some other ones in here. Let me see. Where do I got here? What else do I have to sell? I think I have some pictures of the other shirts I have to sell here. I don't think I have all of them, though, because I get them, I post them, and then I delete them because I'm a kind of a jerk. Do I not have any of the other ones in here? Oh, well, we have this one. We also have the Hipster Paleskins one. That's an oldie but goodie. I like that one. That one's been around for a while. What other ones do I have here? Oh yeah, we got the Buccaneers throwback 8-bit shirt. We have we got a bunch of the 8-bit shirts. That's the Buccaneers. We got a bunch of them. Though. We got a bunch of those shirts available. All of that over at our store, bit.ly/stay tuned merch. bit.ly/stay tuned merch. Link at the top of the chat and in the description below this video. Betty says the question asked Will Smith ended his career with and not the last team he actually played for. Oh, Crafty, you little lawyer, you. You little lawyer, you. Third and goal for the Cowboys. Kneel down at 117. So I just find somebody to run that ball until the clock hits 39 seconds, and then you go down or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, because it would stop anyway on change of possession. But oh, is they going to be able to get? Well, I mean, it's fourth down, so it doesn't matter. They kneel down, so, I mean, it's not, the clock stops with 36 seconds left. The Raiders have the ball at 7. So, yeah, this game couldn't end without elongating it just a little bit longer. Because, again, the officials did that because of the 12-man penalty on the kneel down. They called it, so that stopped the clock, so they had second down, and then they had to, like, again, if the officials didn't throw that flag, like, this game would be over. But they had to, again, the officials fuck up everything. And end this game. And the Raiders kneel it down. I'd rare to see the losing team kneel it down. But we get to see that one. That's fun. That's a fun little quirk, too. There we go. Finally, game's over. Cowboys win 33-16. What a goddamn cluster fuck of a game this was. Glad it's over. I'm off to rank how these teams did over on the Discord in the Rubber Room and have fun over there. You guys have a great rest of your Monday evening. It's got to be better than whatever this shit was. Pardon me for the yelling and the screaming and the anger, but this game just drove me fucking nuts. But thank you guys so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you liked any part of this absolute shit show, please hit that like button, hit the share button so you can share the channel around with everybody, let them know we exist. And, of course, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and get us on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank you all so very much. I'll see you here tomorrow for the countdown where we'll do the top 12 power rankings as well as the Booty Cheeks 5. I'm thinking I might change one. I didn't think I was going to, but boy, the Raiders have pissed me off. So maybe I will change a team or two. But until tomorrow, my name is King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so very much. Have a great rest of your Monday evening because it's got to be better than whatever the fuck this was.